everyone, and welcome back to E.G. Jewel Lapidary. My name is Ali Ghanim, and I'm going to show you today on how to scribe the line on the girdle. A lot of people were asking me about how to do it, so I came up with this idea. This is my design, and I build it, so now there's a lot of people asking me to make some for them. But first let me show you how it works, so you understand what it is for. Now when you do your cab and you finish the profile around, you need to scribe a line, which what we call the girdle, is to differentiate between the bottom portion and the upper portion. The upper portion is where you grind to make your profile on the cab, and the bottom portion of the girdle is where you put your bezel or you put your prongs to hold the cab in the setting. In order to have a perfect line around, or perfect grinding surface around the cab, is we use that marker. Basically this one here, it's made out of aluminum and it's sharpened in the front, so you could see you use the edge here in order to mark your girdle width. It has an adjustable height, so when it's set down on the surface or on the table, that line that you're gonna mark, it could go up or down as you wish by adjusting the bolt that's here, which is protrude down from the bottom surface, and you could go as high as you want by bolting down the bolt. And then it has a lock nut which you tighten it by hand, and that's what it will do is it will lock it in position so it doesn't move back and forth. So on this particular one, or these are a couple of cabs that I did, and I already finished the profile, as you could see, this one here and this, and all I need right now is just to mark the line for my girdle, so I know when I start forming the shape of the cab, then I know where to stop. So this here is already cut between 10 and 12 degrees or 15 degrees. And the reason for that, and I think I mentioned in one of my videos, is the angle. It will help that when you put your bezel in, it will hold your cab in position. So it will hold it down and it won't move away. That's why we need the angle. But for me to mark the lines right now, I gotta adjust the height, because this is, for me, it's too high, and as you can see, it's almost up to the top. So what I have to do, I will make it flush with the base, lock it in position with the lock nut. Now this here, it gives me about a couple of millimeters from the base to the point that I'm going to scribe. Now you could use any area of the front here to scribe with. You could use basically the corners, and when it gets dull and you need to sharpen it, all you have to do is just take a file and you file it, whether from the bottom or from the top. You could do that. So now for me to go in and scribe the girdle, all I have to do is just hold it down. You could move the fixture around, or you could move the cab around. It's up to you. As long as it will mark and it will leave that line around, you could just go in and do that. So here it is, and you could see right now that there is a line right at the bottom where I need to be. If this is not high enough for you, you could always adjust that. Okay, so let's say I'm going to do it here on this one here, but I'm going to need a little bit higher. So what I got to do is open the nut, the lock nut, push my screw down, and that will give me about another millimeter in height. So I go back here and just scribe again like I did before. Okay, so here I got a line, but as far as I'm concerned, this is a little bit too high. So once you do it, you know exactly how much you need and how you're going to adjust it. So for this one here, it's not bad. I can still use it the way it is, but if I don't like it, I can always readjust the height by moving my bolt back or forward to get the final height that I need. And also, you could use them for napping. If you do napping, this is good marker that to go in and mark exactly where the sharp point of your, let's say if you're making an arrowhead or you're making a knife, you got to figure out where the center is going to be for the sharp edge. You could use that jig, and that will help you out to actually mark up around your piece, and it will give you a good center that you want. So with the adjustment, you could use it at any position that you want. I hope this will help you out, and if you have any question, just PM me or you could text me, and I hope you enjoy that video, and don't forget to subscribe so you can get all the new things I'm going to show you, and you won't miss anything. Thank you for watching, and till next time, have a good day.